Today's video is all about stolen moments of photography on a non-photography trip. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you do and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm in a different part of Spain. I'm in Almunaca. And this is a family visit, not a photography trip. But I'm hoping to sneak in a little bit of photography while I'm here. What I'm hoping to do is show you 2 or 3 photo shoots, just that I managed to sneak in while I'm here. And I'm starting off with an evening shoot in this Mediterranean park. And I've been particularly taken as I've walked through here a couple of times with these trees up here behind me. We're still a good hour before sunset, but over that way where the sun is, there are some quite big mountains, so we're not going to have light on the scene right up until sunset. So I think what I'm going to do is have a quick look around, find a decent composition, get set up and get a shot in the bag. Now this is also a place where there's other people around, there's people with dogs, so it might not be the easiest location to shoot. Okay, so the idea here is definitely going to be to stay fairly low down because I want to make sure that all of the trees above the horizon line on the sea behind. So I've got my tripod fairly low down, vertical orientation, about 14-15 millimeters on the 11-22 lens. There's kind of a band of light that comes in on the right hand side of the frame by a fence, and then the trees are over on the sort of the upper left hand side. And I think that might look quite nice. Now, unfortunately, there's some people moving around, but I'm hoping they're going to be pretty much out of the frame if I time it right. I just moved the composition around a little bit. Some nice patterns of light in the foreground here, which is coming from the trees over behind me, and the main clump of trees up here. Just some blue sky. Well, it seems I got here and got the shots just in time. I'm obviously not the only person who likes this tree. There's people keep coming up, sort of sitting beneath the tree or standing by the tree. As soon as one group of people goes, another one's coming in. So I was lucky. If I'd left it a little bit longer, I wouldn't have got the shots. But that's my first stolen moment of landscape photography for this trip. Let's see what else we can do. We've just taken a drive about an hour or so from where we're staying in Almunaca up to this quaint little town called Pampinera, and it's lots of little narrow cobbled streets. It's quite a touristy place. Lots of little shops and little factories making, I guess, local produce. So we're going to have a walk around and just, I'll shoot some video and take some pictures. I probably won't be talking a lot about the pictures or talking a lot at all. For those of you that are fed up with my voice, that'll be a good thing. if in doubt, come out early in the morning to get a bit of blue hour photography in, particularly when we've got clear skies, because they're going to be quite boring later on. That's what I've done this morning. I've managed to sneak out a bit early, and I've come out just onto the beach near where we're staying. There's some big rocks on here. There is actually a tower off to one side, but I can't find a composition that I think works for that. I got myself positioned up. I'm actually directly behind like a beach restaurant, which is shut at the moment, but it's giving me a higher vantage point so that I can get hopefully a bit of separation in some of these rocks, because it's actually pretty bright out on the horizon but pretty dark and where I am at the moment in the foreground. I'm actually running a series of exposures from 2 minutes down to 15 seconds, so I can blend those later. Okay, I've made a change in composition, come down a bit lower and to one side. So I've got these rocks coming in here diagonally across the scene, and then this rock here comes in from the right hand side, and then over in the background we've got this coastline here. But again, I'm shooting multiple exposures on this, ranging from 2 minutes to 15 seconds, and I've got a 6-stop ND filter on to slow it down, but I'm not using grads, so that's why I'm doing multiple exposures. There's also some kind of old rusty pipe sticking in the scene there. It's got a hole in it. Now that it's got a bit brighter, I've kind of clambered over some rocks to get down with a view of this rather interesting tower. I'll put the name up because it does have a name, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I decided to kind of wade out into this rock pool and use this rocky channel that goes through the scene to sort of take it out to the sea, and then have the tower up on the top right hand side. We've still got, blue sky, so there's not a lot of interest there, although we've got a little bit of colour banding, a little bit of earth shadow or whatever. It is actually sunrise right now, but the sun is rising sort of way over behind the hills there. What I might do is pop on a 6-stop filter in a minute just to smooth out the sea in the background as well. Just going to wait around for a few minutes. Sun's rising kind of over behind those hills there, and I'm hoping that in a few minutes it'll just pop up enough that it'll paint a little bit of light on that tower just to make it stand out a bit more, and then I think it'll be time to be heading back. that was my final stolen moment and the end of my little trip. A slightly different video this time round, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, likes, shares, comments, all really appreciated. If you're new here and you've enjoyed this and you want to see what else I get up to, don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you go. And as always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. So thank you very much. And until the next video, bye.